afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Hope and the Truth on location at Paula Grimes with Paula Grimes. How long has it been since I saw you?
Gosh, it seems like it's been about 3-4 years.
It's been...
No, maybe about 3 years.
It's been 3 years.
Yeah.
And you know what? There's been a whole lot of stuff going on with Dapper Concoctions,
Yes.
your company, and we have some of the lovely stuff out here. I interviewed Paula a few years ago, and she was making amazing products then, and she's making even more now. So why don't you discuss, number one, what do we have on the table in front of us? You have a few different items here.
Yeah, so what we have presented here today is coconut dream cream.
Okay.
That was my original cream. This is how it all kind of spiraled into out of necessity for my daughter's hair.
Okay.
She was dealing with some breakage and shedding, and so I just kind of prayed about what could I do, and so I got the list of ingredients and just prepared it, and over time, you know, it has increased, and just perfecting the product, you know. So it's been really good for just keeping that hair and scalp nicely moisturized and hydrated as well. Well, moisturized and hydrated, yeah.
Well, I think it's great, especially in this time, and why you founded the company was that the Lord gave you more natural ways because you actually saw damage to your daughter's hair using in-store products.
Right.
I think a lot of people are unaware that the stuff that they have access to, they're like, well, surely this will work for me.
Right.
But it's not, they kind of do a one-size-fits-all. You tailor products to people's specific needs.
Absolutely.
Not only that, the ingredients you use are quite different. Why is that?
Well, it's all about creating an experience from using natural ingredients. That's the whole thing. Just trying to find a way to make things work with just natural and it's whole and it just feels good, you know. And so I've been in the industry for 30 years now, you know, as far as a hairstylist, and with that just working with all the chemicals and breathing that stuff in and just knowing that something had to change for me and, as well as my clients, you know. And their experience. So that's part of the other part. You know? So
with the original product, if you don't have to list all the ingredients, some of the ingredients that are in this product.
So this particular product is very basic. It's coconut oil, like a list of avocado, just some basic, and also clove, which is antibacterial, really nice on the scalp, especially when you're wearing protective styles or stuff like that, just to keep your everything well.
What's the shift that you saw in your daughter's hair when, obviously after the damage, when you started applying this? Because again, you didn't know. You're just like, okay, what am I supposed to do, Lord? And He laid it out for you.
He laid it out.
You started using the product after you put it together.
Right.
What happened?
It was, it's like anytime you take something in natural and that something that's good for you internally, you can tell the difference. You're like, wow. It's the same principle that applies to your skin. So you're going to notice the texture of the hair has changed, the scalp, it just feels good. It feels like it belongs there, you know, because God created these ingredients, you know. It's just a matter of learning how to combine them to get the desired results, and it's all chemistry, you know, just God's chemistry.
It's natural chemistry, and I think it's invaluable. What I think, especially in this time with what's going on lately, is that, you know, man for quite some time has tried to replicate or improve on what God put here. We can't do that. We can't improve. And so a lot of stuff has become very synthetic across the board. Medicine, food, hair care products, skin care products, and there's a lot of damage that's happening. And I think a lot of people don't see the causation that we're using the chemicals.
The breakdown.
Our bodies are rejecting it. You have allergies that are out of control like never before.
Absolutely.
And then you start to have stuff that you've been doing for quite some time. And now I think sometimes you're ahead of the curve. The Lord shows us stuff and we start doing it, like, well, Lord, you know, what am I supposed to do?
Absolutely.
Then the time comes and people start saying, hey, let's talk about these natural products. Number one, I can't get access to the stuff I once had access to. Number two, I'm getting in my spirit to start using healthier stuff. And the fact that the products that you're making are things that He's put here, and they're bioavailable. The body recognizes it. So you're not having this clash with things. So I think I like how the company started. Name some of the other products that you have, because it's not just limited to hair. You're actually doing a few different things. So tell us just about the variety of stuff.
So the concept for the business is to focus on hair, scalp, and skin. It's a salon product, like a professional product that I want to try to stay away from mainstream type of production. I want to keep it personal and professional in salon, you know, and I think that a lot of stylists need to kind of embrace this concept because of wellness, you know. It's all about being well, you know, on every level of that. But the interesting story too, I worked in a salon. I had already been making the products, and I worked in another salon, and there was another lady in the salon that was into hair care. Like she could really grow, you know, the hair, and just had that anointing in her hands to do so. And so I introduced her to scalp treatments because that's in salon treatment too. So this is for stylists to learn how to prepare the scalp and the hair so that it can really get the you know, the benefit of the product. So she started, and we're seeing all the clients their hair is like really growing out, you know. And she had a client who was a pediatrician who had a daughter that was already like really tall for her age. And this was a store brand product that I used to like to use when I was younger. And she noticed that her daughter was developing. She was only like 10, and so she was like really beginning to develop. And come to find out through her research is that she found out that the product, the cream that she was using on her daughter's hair, had hormones in it. And why did it have hormones in the product?
To stimulate growth.
Yeah.
But what it's doing is stimulating all growth.
Yeah. So it was just not a good thing, you know.
And,
so, yeah.
And lately, I think with people, you know, I started realizing it more so now that when we look at something, even something simple as jelly,
Right.
we started making jelly.
Right.
And it's like every ingredient in the jelly has a purpose. Now, all food, the ingredients have a purpose. The problem is individuals don't know the purpose. So you have 20 ingredients.
Right.
The majority of them are preservatives. So we're just being told for freshness, for this, for that. What we don't understand is when that gets into our body, the reaction. And there starts to unfold disease.
Right.
A lot of the things, like I said, growth hormone being placed in a product, their logic is, well, we're using it to stimulate the hair follicles. But it's stimulating everything. Do you truly know the chemistry of how the body's going to respond?
And you don't normally, I mean, I think we're taking more heed to what we're putting on our body and in our body now, which is a good thing, but in the past, you just took it for what it was. You believed it as to be what it said it could be.
Yes.
You know, like my daughter, when out of necessity, preparing this cream for her hair, you know, it was a growth product. So I'm thinking, oh, this is going to be great. It was so strong. It took her hair out. It was just shedding. We were just getting it to grow, and then you could see the little papilla. It was growing. It was shedding from the root. You could see so... You know, I was like, this is not going to work. You know, it was scary.
Yeah, that is
frightening. I was like, what is this?
It's making it grow right out of my head. I mean, that's not a good thing. What is the other pack that you have there?
So, I like to prepare different packs for specific needs. This particular one is a face pack, and it has a combination of a toner, spray mist toner with tea tree, rose, lavender, and then I also have a lemongrass facial cleansing bar, which is great for evening out the skin. And then also I have a hydrating cream in here, which is really nice. It's called Replenish. And what that's going to do is just help to moisturize the skin as well. And also the other product in here is a very facial scrub.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's lightweight, and the little berries, you know, the little seeds in the berries. Yeah.
Do you yourselves have a favorite product?
You know what? I just like it all.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
saying? I hear you. You're making it. So.
Yeah, I make what feels good to me. Good. You know, and out of necessity, you know, for what I need in the salon, you know, to help, you know, bring the desired look. So.
I think it's good. You're customizing it and you're tailoring it to a person's needs. You're not just giving it a one-size-fits-all. I know you gave me a product years ago.
Right.
What was the scrub called? Because it was amazing when I used it.
I can't even remember.
All I know, because again, there's certain things that start to overlap with ingredients.
Right.
And there's certain things you're partial to. I know myself, I love coconut oil.
Right.
Because it has so many uses. So we're starting to see that it's like, wait a minute, with father, nothing goes to waste.
Right,
so you start to see coconut oil is an anti-inflammatory, it's good for the skin, it's a moisturizer, it's a pulling agent, it's an antifungal.
Right.
So when people hear something, they might say, okay, tea tree oil, what does that do?
Right.
Well, it's a disinfectant. They have multiple uses.
And that's what's amazing about it. It's about combining the right type of ingredients to get a desired result. And usually, you just learn that just from working with it, You start increasing in your knowledge as you, just do things out of obedience that you might hear, to do.
And we don't always understand. We're like, why am I making this?
Right.
And then it comes afterwards, like, I'm just going to listen.
Right.
And then the understanding follows afterwards. Now, aside from the products, and we'll come back to this, you started gardening recently.
You know
what? I'm going to call it gardening.
Oh, yeah.
That's what it is.
Yes. I got some seeds and as a gift, and it just takes me back to my roots. I grew up green with my mom. My mom was big into gardening and flowers and all of that. So it's just like a great gift to me, really a great gift, because I can kind of sit out there and let those seeds, and it's crazy. They minister to me.
I believe
because it's life, and to be able to be trusted with this, so that it can produce even more life. It's a great gift.
It's an amazing thing, in Scripture, and there's a literal and a figurative understanding of it. When Father tells it, we're sowing seeds, and He's giving the increase.
Right.
And you're seeing it literally with plants, and then you see it spiritually in people.
Right.
Where it's like, you minister to someone, you're like, all right, when are they going to wake up? But it's not in our time. Just like the plant.
Right.
Because you actually said, you're like, I'm surprised at how quickly they're sprouting. What are some of the things that you're growing outside?
Right. So I have, which I'm unfamiliar with. I'm excited because it increases my learning database. Goji berries, lavender, bell pepper. I even have some spices, anise and coriander, and some lemon. And I'm excited to see how that's going to grow. Lemon and lime and apples and just lavender, some great stuff.
And it's cool to think that you can now source your. You're like, wait a minute, I'm actually growing the ingredients. I can apply this to the product. You do everything yourself. That's what the great thing is, the customization.
Yes.
I don't think people understand. I know I do. When you're putting formulations together, you're very particular, like, I have to use this, I have to make sure it's this, because again, you have to make sure you're sourcing it correctly. Just like you saw with products, it's not all made the same.
No.
They're trying to shoot for organic stuff that's non-GMO'd. It makes a huge difference in the quality of how your product comes out.
Absolutely.
What else is on the horizon for products for you? I know that you're just kind of experimenting with whatever the Lord gives you. What have you seen lately that's been maybe an influx of people asking for?
I've been noticing a lot of different body creams, just infusing. I think that the latest one, I didn't have a name for it for the longest, but it was just selling off the shelf. And it actually had, I can't even pronounce some of the names of the but it's just like, wow, this is amazing. It looks like rose cream. It has a pink tinge to it, and just the benefits that it has for your hair and skin. It's like multi, use to it. But it's just kind of neat to see where this all goes.
I'm excited because now I have hair. When I interviewed you the first time, my head was shaved. So now I can start using more of the products in my hair and see what magical stuff happens. But no, your products are amazing. How can people get access? How can they, first of all, how can they order? Where can they find your products?
You can contact me right now. I'm working on some content, but right now you can find me on Facebook under Paula Gibson Grimes. Or you can also find me on Instagram under natural, the number one Ness. NESS.
Your products are fantastic. They're affordable. And that's the other thing, is that people are actually, they're sitting there and a lot of people are like, well, how much does this stuff cost? And they're going out there and they're finding what they're spending their money on. It's like throwing it in the garbage. It's better when you're getting something that, number one, it's effective and it's healthy and it lasts. And I think that's the whole thing. People are there's a wake up happening where people are tired of being taken advantage of. They want to learn. And this time, that's bringing us back to the beginning. There's a simplicity. Farming, natural products, how you start to see, like, we're sharing our gifts with others. And this whole thing is, there's a teaching that's happening.
It's pretty amazing.
It is amazing. Anything else you'd like to share? I mean, the products are amazing. Any other products that are on the horizon that people would be... I'm excited about. I love the creams. But It's great. It's
just
amazing.
body scrubs. There's creams, body scrubs, facial. So once again, focusing on hair, scalp, and skin. So there are in-salon treatments that go with, or I should say services that go along with the products. So they're more therapeutic services.
Gotcha.
That's
the
focus.
Okay.
Yeah.
How many products do you think you have about now? If you could estimate.
Gosh. I know. I need to.
There's a lot.
Yeah, there's a lot. This is just a blink or something.
I gotcha. One last question: could you customize stuff for a person if they're like, listen, I need something, maybe something specific for my face.
Right.
I can't have that ingredient. Could you customize something for that?
At this point, I could because I am still doing this stuff within me. You know what I'm saying?
That works.
But I'm definitely open to some requests. Yeah.
All right. Well, you heard it here first, people. Paula, thank you so much for letting us stop by.
Yeah.
We're going to see you again soon.
Absolutely.
Again, products. How can they get a hold of you one last time?
Through Facebook, Paula Gibson Grimes, or either Instagram under Natural Oneness.
Natural Oneness. Thanks, guys.
Yes.
As always, for tuning in. We'll see you next time on Hope and the Truth. Stay close to the Lord, and God bless.
All right. Thank you.